Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. More than half a century of history, the Estadio Morumbis, this gargantuan arena, has borne witness to many a glorious moment for Sao Paulo, both city and club.
Law really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Ball is over the line. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard. Nicely aimed pass. Out to the left it goes. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Now it's Cruyff. That's a good run he's making there. Gattuso. Now that looks a decent ball. Piqué kept his eye on it, and he's there. Roberto Baggio. Lizarazu. It's come to nothing. Rijkaard. That's a good ball out wide.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now it's Mbappe. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now that's well seen too. Koller. Croatia, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Lizarazu gets over and intercepts. Roberto Baggio. And the counter is on. Roberto Baggio. Baggio purring through the gears. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not.
Cruyff! And that's caused a worry or two.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Spread out to the left. Koller dominates aerially so often. Can he get it through? Sao Paulo upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing.
And it's been given away. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Yamal. Pass somewhat off target. Quality ball. Knocks it into space. Swept in. Van Dijk gets it away. Now it's Cruyff. He's free, he has... And Cruyff! Goal! Sao Paulo! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
And it's Rijkaard. Oh, good spread. Cross needs to be... It's a mighty effort! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Carlos really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Sao Paulo have the chance to go the other way. Over to the left. Now it's Mane. Threads one in. Roberto Carlos delivers. Roberto Baggio. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space. It's a promising position. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Gattuso. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Can he get on the end of this? That is a brilliant interception. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Mane gets into a good position. Some are shouting for a corner, but the referee says goal kick. Yeah. Now McTominay. Now it's Mane. Mbappe. Shot, surely! And how good was that? A finish right from the top draw. Croatia are back in business. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
Croatia grab the equaliser, and that'll be the final action of the first half. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Croatia really showed some resolve in that first half, Peter, after going behind. So I think the message from the manager will be quite a positive one. Keep going and keep doing what you've been doing, because it's pretty good.
So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. And we are back underway. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nicely weighted ball. Takes a shot! And that was probably asking just too much.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
And it's Cruyff. Sao Paulo finding their passes.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Now it's Mane. Tries to pass it through. And he's picked it up out wide. And that was nowhere near his best. Cruyff conjures time and space where few can. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Croatia come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. He's having a shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Drogba is offering a right smile there.
Croatia have their second corner now. Oh, great defending, that needed doing. And now they can spring out of defence. Gattuso is someone so often referred to as the defender's defender. That comes as a mighty relief. Corner number 3 coming up. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's a searching pass. And a through ball. Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Substituição no time do São Paulo. Camisa 17, camisa 19, camisa 21, camisa 7. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 6, camisa 20, camisa
And another
20.
try! Goal! Sao Paulo! And they've got their lead back. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? That is a little undercooked. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the cross comes in. He's looking wide. Croatia do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Bale is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pull it. Sao Paulo looking to pass their way through. Pull it. He's shifting through the... And the finish! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Sao Paulo take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even...
Real chance! Oh, taken with style! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Drogba demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
He's in space and looking for options.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. That's headed upfield. The final 5 minutes. Played out to the left flank. A corner it is then.
Substituição no time do São Paulo.
It's their second corner of the game.
Camisa 14 vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 26.
Madrid.
Sao Paulo nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Gattuso. He's tried one! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Well read, nice interception. And it's Gullit. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Best's cross. Gattuso. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale receives it in a wide position. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won, ultimately decided by just the odd goal. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Croatia just didn't have enough time, Peter, to correct their many problems in this match. Now for some training ground graft.
And thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. The action has already started. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, I think it'll be interesting, Peter, to see what challenge the opposition now brings.
Bale! What a save from Peter Schmeichel! And here's Mane. Mbappe! Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That's going to go a long way. Rijkaard has given away a free kick. That's an imaginative pass. Piqué cuts out the pass. Played out to the right. Bale hurtling down that right flank. Mateus. Bale proves just a little bit too strong. He's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he shoots! In he goes again! He's scored!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has found the way through. Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And he's there to clear it. Oh, he's had a shot! Nicely weighted ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Real chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Now it's Mbappe. He's beaten the last man. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a shade optimistic. Tries to pass it through. And he's intervened well there. Gattuso. No way through there.
Croatia really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Mbappe. Bale gets into some space. Oh, that's fabulous. Bale's cross. Araujo can get it clear. Pele can so cleverly bypass the press.
Croatia are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
Piqué. Gattuso. Can he get on the end of this? Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Knocks it into space. And a chance! He's got a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Pele, he's found a way through. Now it's Ibrahimovic. It's a really well-measured ball. 5 minutes till the break. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Koller. Rijkaard. Koller. And he's chosen to go back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Could move up a gear here. And he's picked out the run. Abiati is there and he can get that clear. And he's let fly. Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, that was vital. Gattuso gets it clear. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's found support out wide. Excellent interception. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Any opinion you'd like to express on the first half?
Croatia really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution for Croatia, number 11, Yankola.
Whistle goes, 10, and we start the second half.
Number 21.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
And now they can spring out of defence. Bani. Defending was strong and firm. Croatia do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Rijkaard. Pass somewhat off target. Gattuso. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mateus. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Out to the left it goes.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
That is good alertness. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Pele, the ball is loose and the chase is on.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan here.
It's a pretty loose pass. Now, can they get him away? Yamal in acres of space out wide. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldo was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Croatia perhaps contemplating their next change here. Gattuso really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Pele is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitutions taking place.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Oh, not quite. And that's put paid to a promising move. Araujo is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Cannavaro, whistle's gone, that's foul. Now then, what's happening here? He is already on a yellow. Cannavaro has been given his marching orders. He had already been on a yellow card from a previous incident. Araujo makes the interception. Now he's got space here. Piqué. Gattuso has a look and plays it forward. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get it through? Out to the right. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. This is Messi, takes a shot, just cruising, they are cruising, up by 3, they have their boot on the throats of their foes. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a... And the shot, it's in! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here? Oh, that's a little loose. It's a good foot in there. Great vision. Big chance! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Cristiano Ronaldo. Played out to the left flank. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Nice-looking ball. Del Piero. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And it's Mane. It's a promising position. And the finish!
And he was there to get a vital touch. Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Ferdinand tries to clear, has a shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Here comes the cross. Danger averted for now. Now then, the ball's come loose. Rummenigge threads one in. Goes for a shot! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Gattuso, he won't be happy with that one. Oh, well measured. Roberto Carlos. And it's Gattuso. And it's Mane. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Croatia looking to pass their way through. Distributed tidily. Yamal, he's having a go. That's a half-decent try. And that's that. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Botafogo.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And as you can see, we've already started here. Well, there are plenty, Jim, who consider Aaron Wan-Bissaka to be one of the better defensive fullbacks around.
I'm inclined to agree. It's so hard to get past him. Those long legs of his just manage to get his foot to the ball anytime a winger or another fullback tries to go past him. He's so difficult to break down.
And he has this tendency also to produce his very best against the top opposition.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. And now they can spring out of defence. Short changes him with that pass. Looking for options for movement. He's through, now is he in? Real chance here. Goes for a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Mane's big header! Firm header, just off target.
He did so well there, it's just a shame about the accuracy.
Knocks it into space. Oh, that is a nice touch. This might spell danger. And the shot! Superb goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Botafogo are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Croatia are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Maldini cuts out the pass. Out to the left it goes. Mane. Oh, it's played into the area. First quarter of an hour gone. Alexander-Arnold, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Distributed tidily. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. The less said about that pass, the better. Oh, he's onto this. No, that's been intercepted. Croatia are trailing against the run of play. He shifted it to the flank. Mane. And Mane! Fantastic from Mane! A finish of true class! He just would, wouldn't he? That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, my sympathies go to the keeper, who was left horribly exposed. You don't expect players to switch off in front of goal like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
And he's lost his man here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Not the most accurate pass. Maldini is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's been shifted off it. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Bale. Seedorf. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Croatia do seem to have a very clear game plan here, Jim.
Yeah, they're set up to play those long balls from deep, Peter. The front men have certainly been busy making the runs beyond that defence.
Well, it's a tried and tested formula, OK, but very demanding too.
Well, you need your boys up front to work extremely hard, and you need to get the passing right as well, of course.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Collar can be a real threat inside the box. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Seedorf really struggling to influence the game.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target.
He's got two! Goal! Croatia! And the comeback is complete! Certain, searing and imperious.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Croatia get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now this could be a chance. He's in a great position here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's fabulous. Just eases him off the ball. Right card. It's a quick one. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, what a half. It's been pulsating and totally absorbing. We're actually headed for a potential classic if this carries on. This is insanely good.
Croatia are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here. And that's the start of another 45 minutes. And he's chosen to go back.
Really got in his face.
And the shot! Goal! Again, we are level. What a contest!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, how's that for composure, Peter? You can see the keeper tried to put as much pressure on him by staying upright, but it didn't faze him, not in the slightest.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the pass is intercepted. He's gone for goal! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
His reputation is better than what we've just seen.
Botafogo have the chance to go the other way. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind them up in the process, Peter.
Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Croatia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Tries a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Vieira. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. That's a little off target. Dembele. Roberto Carlos. That has not gone well. Might be danger here. Croatia needed that. They really needed it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Foot in. Could move up a gear here. Looking to play him in. He has a look up. And he shoots! Goal! Croatia! And they get themselves in front! And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
There's the shot! He scores! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Big chance!
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Oh, it's Dembele. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that pass isn't the best. Vinicius Junior. He's being urged to shoot. Shot a goal! Goal! Botafogo! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
Substitution.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Koller.
Croatia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Bani. Now it's Mbappe. Played into space, and that's a Koller! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Nedved can see things, others simply cannot.
Minute has been indicated.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Into stoppage time, whistle due any moment. That has been cut short. Nedved, and that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, nicely intercepted. And that will be the final act. Croatia illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
To all members of the crowd,
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area, but the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.